Hello, good morning, and welcome to PlayStation Racer. Oh, I'm a little bit tight on time. I was hoping to start this at 11 o'clock, but I just got involved with a client phone call, which I needed to get sorted out, so that is done. Today, we're going to be looking at Daily Race C, so I'm going to be stepping it up a little bit because I've been doing some of the Daily Race Bs, which are short races, and the short races have been fine on my back. So the fact that we're doing Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, which is my favourite track, although it's not my favourite combo because we're going to be in the GR3s, and the GR3s are on medium bop. It's going to be an interesting one. So for this first session, what I'm going to be doing is working on trying to get a decent lap time down. That is going to be my main wish. Now I do need to put my headphones on, because then that will be the occasion that I am going to be not talking. So let me just get that sorted out right now. Like I said, not quite ready, not quite prepared, but there we go. That is the way it goes sometimes. And I can see the Drat Fury and William are both in. Good evening. Oh, Drat Fury says Z4. I wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought it's a Z4. I think Greg earlier on was running in the Ferrari, but we'll have a little look. I'm hoping the M6 is going to be in the mix, but even if it is the M6 or the Z4, that could be very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So let's go Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. We'll just select that from the garage. But what have we got? So Greg and Christian are both in the 296. Grenster's gone for the Gr.x. That is a car that I hadn't considered. Bones is in the 911, the 992, which I thought would be in there. Ollie's in the Sprint, but he's down in fifth. And then we've got Lizu, Never Quit, and Castro are in the 911s. Wacky's back in the 296, and Orb is in the 911 as well. So there's a few 911s which seem to be a little bit off the pace, and I would have expected Wacky and Never Quit to be a little bit higher than that. That said, the BMW, Ollie, good morning, Ollie. How you doing? I would have expected Ollie to be a little bit quicker as well, although he's only 0.3 off of Christian. But Greg has gone a 1:17.6 in that Ferrari. So I'm wondering whether the Ferrari is the car over the BMW, which would be interesting. Although Ollie set a good time in the BMW. As far as the global's concerned, we've got 3 296s at the top. We've got an R8 that slipped in fourth. I can't do the R8, but then that reverses what I've just said, because in fifth, sixth, and seventh, we've got 3 M6s that jumped in there. Ooh, this is, it's a Beetle 2, a Suzuki VGT, and a BRZ. This is all looking a little bit interesting right now. The other car that I was interested in seeing how would go would be the Genesis X, because normally I run the Genesis GR4 car around here, and I like it very much. So what I think I'm going to do is to pop into Greg's profile. Oh, this says, cut me some slack. I did it as soon as you got up. No worries, my friend. Sorry, I didn't mean that in a negative manner. It was more, I know you are quicker than that, so I was thinking that you would be further up in that car. That was all. Sorry, I no offense caused, I hope. William says, go for the 296 as you used it last week. I did use it last week, but towards the end of the week, I dropped into the Porsche because I found the Porsche to be the better car. So that's sort of thrown me a little bit, because I would have preferred to have been in the Porsche all week for that one. Going for the Ferrari for me was a little bit of a mistake. Although, yeah, I had a good afternoon in a Ferrari, and I thought, yeah, this is the car for me. And then it all sort of changed on me a little bit. Holly says, all good, Mitch. I'll have to really try now to meet your standards. Sorry, mate. It's just, I always know that you're going to be right up there at the top. And I was hoping the BMW was going to, I was hoping that your time was going to be a low 118, so like a 118.1. And then I was thought, yes, the BMW, let's go for that. So just seeing you in fifth was a bit, ooh, but then it's only a few tenths of a second. So, you know, it's not a lot of time, is it? Hello, Paul. How you doing? Good morning to you guys. Oh, let me just take care of a couple of things here. A couple of technical issues I've got going on here. Bear with me just a second. Let's turn that on. Otherwise, my laptop is going to die on me if I don't plug it in and get it sorted out. Put it on presentation mode. That way it won't turn off on me. Right, let's have a little look. Let's start. Right, so we're in the Genesis first of all. Now I'm expecting this to be off the pace. But as I said, this is one that I happen to like. Now it could be a tyre chewer, of course. Could absolutely chew the tyres. Right, let's go settings. I can't do it yet. I need to put Greg on just to have a car to chase. Let's just do that very quickly. There's no point me saving if I don't use. And Greg was running the races this morning, doing really, really well in that Ferrari. So, you know, the Ferrari could be, it could be one for me to drop into. I don't know. I'm just going to try a few. So this one's going to be more of a, let's have a look and see what cars we can come up with and what works and what doesn't work. And again, I'm used to the GR4s around here, so I'm going to have to adjust for the GR3s. And I was hoping the GR3s were going to be on the low bop to mellow them down a little bit, but it's gone for the medium bop on this one, so we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, we got a bit of a slide through there. Like I said, this car is not featuring on any of the timing charts yet, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. I'm expecting it not to be very quick. Oh, that's off. Right, I am probably going to need to be quiet and concentrate because there's going to be different braking points and turning points to the GR4s. As I said, I could be pretty quiet in this one. A little bit of a lift through there. Need to get over to the left more. Back end of that Ferrari's looking a bit lively, I have to say. Ollie, a lot of people tell me about brake balance and stuff, but I always seem to go to the middle. They're saying brake balance 4 to the rear. The problem is I like the bite on the front, but the balance on the rear. Whereas brake balance 4, you're going to be dragging the back of the car through, I would have thought, aren't you? Because a lot of people said that to me last week about putting the brake balance further back. Oh. I might have a look at the brake balance in a little while, but I'm a nightmare. I nearly always start in the middle, then I go with what people suggest, and then I change back. What I have got to do is work on getting this car through that chicane, because it's slightly different in the GR3 than the GR4. Oh, didn't want to grip over the top there. Oh, all going into there. Yeah, I've got to adjust massively compared to the GR4s. This may well not be the car. But then again, I'm not really liking the way that that Ferrari's moving around on the back end too much. Like going through here, it gets a big slide. Might have slipped over again on that corner. Oh, my normal line, this car does not want to go through there at all. Always takes me a little bit of time to get used to a new car. I've got to get that rotated more on that corner. Didn't get off that corner well enough. Try wearing the race, yeah. Okay, I get you, yeah. That's a whole different ball game, yeah. Not feeling it out of that corner, I tell you that. Out of this chicane. Normally I come down to here, start turning here, and this thing just does not want to go up the hill without the back end stepping out. Might have to step it up into third gear more. Just get that rotated a little bit more off that corner. Third out there, I think, up the hill. Normally I hold second a little bit in the GR4s, but Ugh. Let's just do a retry. Try coming out there in third, I think. Several times at Greg's at the back end of that Ferrari stepping out. Just need to build confidence a little bit through that corner. Might have to explore coming off these corners in third a bit more. Come on, Damage, clean up. Well, I've got a 1:18.3 and I think I can go a bit quicker in the Genesis, but I'm wondering whether I should jump into the BMW. What car do you think I should try next, guys? Drag Fury's gone for the Beetle. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I cannot drive the Beetle. That's one of the few that are not going to be on my list. That's one of the ones that's not going to be on the list. Ollie goes for BMW. Okay, let's give that a go and see how we stand. The Z4 is something I could consider, Drac. It'd be an interesting one. But let me just try the BMW. I haven't got the Z4 lined up actually. Let's see. The Z4 could be an interesting choice. Oh wow, we've gone third in my list. Oh wow! In the Genesis, 550th in the world at the moment. Well. Oh, by the way, Drac, do you like my new model? I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to be able to do a week of model races. Now that we've got that one. I got to put Greg on. Oh, Ollie, gauntlet. Oh boy, this BMW feels nice around here. I need to get off that corner better though. It doesn't feel as quick as the Genesis though. Hello, Greg. How are you getting on today? You look really smooth earlier on. We're not getting anywhere close in this in the BMW. 119.7, 119.1. We did a 118.3 in a Genesis. It's going to be another 119, isn't it? It's going to be another 119. This is a lot slower, Ollie. The Beamer. And I know that... Greg, are you still in the Ferrari at the minute? Track them into the bargain. But that basically would have been a 119. Ooh, that's a bit slow, me feels. Yeah, Ferrari. So Greg's in the Ferrari. Let's just give the Ferrari, we'll do 3 laps in the Ferrari. The BMW was not coming close in that one. Although I was running it without a ghost, wasn't I? Let's just pop the ghost back on. Do it the right way. So I might have to do the BMW again, chasing ghosts. Ugh. That feels a lot more slippery than the Genesis did. Genesis felt a lot more planted. Oh, I'll get round. Bit deep into that one. BMW is quick. I mean, it's up there on the ranking boards, so sometimes it's what car you click with. And I did find the Ferrari a bit understeery last week, but then of course brake balance might be needed to balance it out a little bit. And of course I've got the Porsche to try as well. Oh, needed that to stay blue. And this is why we don't like the Ferrari. Oh, this is what I was doing last week with the Ferrari. Come on, come on. We're still a million miles away. One 1:18.6. Close but no cigar. Come on. We need a really good exit out of here. Not quite good enough. Get up and over the top, come on. 1:18.380, close. Now, we did prefer the Porsche last week, so I think we should give that one a go in a moment and just see which one we like out of all of these. Like I said, I think I can go quicker in the Genesis. But what is the tyre wear going to be like in the Genesis, of course? Well, we're blue, but not by much, not by enough. I think we're going to get close to the Genesis time. Maybe beat it if we're good on this corner. Oh, I got too deep. Yeah, this is my problem with the Ferrari. Right. So we're very, very close. The Genesis and the Ferrari are basically equal. So the Genesis and the Ferrari are basically right up there. Now we go for the this one here. Yeah, the tyres are going to be an issue, I think, Gr.x. Although Greg's going pretty well with the in the Ferrari with his tyres. I can't remember what lap you going to. Lap 7, I think. Is it 7? Can't remember. Cannot remember. Right, I did find that the Porsche was easier and nicer to turn last week around some of those corners. Oh, slide there. I need to brake a tad earlier for that corner before the long straight. I'm going a bit too deep. Rotate slicer through there. Oh, I've gone too deep there. Oh, you could just hear the tyres squealing in a way that the Genesis didn't. Again, sliding through there. Ugh. Weirdly, I'm preferring the Genesis out of all of them at the moment. Might need to watch Greg's replay through there at some point when I've settled on a car. Run a grip as well through there, which gives me a little bit of a lift. It's a bit too lively for me, I think. Z4. Should we get the Z4 a go? Ah. Why are you thinking Z4, Gr.x? What's the thinking between that? What is the thinking on the Z4? I'm interested. That is one I hadn't even considered. Oh, now you're throwing too many cars at me. Oh, it's slippery, sliding. Already sliding around a little bit. Oh, it's nice out of there though. Ugh. still a bit slippery. Even tyres should be warmed up now. Oh no. No, don't, not feeling that one. Not feeling that one. Right, I am going to, because the Ferrari got close, but the Genesis was a really interesting choice. I don't know how the Genesis is going to hold up under tyres in a race, though. That is the only thing. But on the other hand, what I am interested in is having a car that I can trust and I can lay into the corners and not worry about it going around. And wouldn't it be interesting to go out with a car that isn't the OP car? Be interesting. I think the other thing is this car sounds familiar around here for me as well. Oh, that's sliding around a bit now. Maybe it's just me. Come on, I need to send a blindingly brilliant time that Ollie can't catch. If I can set a 116, I'll be happy. That ain't gonna happen. So you're onto the 118 already, and it's only the first lap in this car. Oh, no. Now, you used to be able to get right across the grass on that corner. I think that's what I'm going to have to try and work on. So Greg's just saying, everyone, I've started medium, but was not nice, but it qualified towards the front. Top three going softs, keep out trouble and carnage. That is a really good bit of advice. I will carry that into the race. Because there is often first corner carnage around here. That was over the line there. So. One or two of these curves are a little bit evil. Brake earlier. I've got to find a different brake marker for that corner. Normally I use that little curvy bit in the at the side of the track there, but it's not really working for me for this one. Another 1:18.6. Hello, Ollie. Obi, sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever. Just coming up for afternoon, I think. Got that bit wrong. Yeah, did get that wrong, big wrong. But look at that, a 118.5, 118.6, 118.5. Whereas most of the other cars were 119, so we're about half a second faster in this Genesis. So, yeah. It's a bit too late into that one. On 18.4. It's gone red. I've always revved the Genesis out. I've never considered it to be a short shift car, if I'm honest. Get round, get round, get round. Oh, no, 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 caught the curb there. Oh, right. I think it's a Genesis for me, if I'm honest. I don't know how it's going to stand up in the race, though. That's the only trouble. It could absolutely kill the tyres. And unfortunately, not really able to do a check on that one. We're down to 5th now. So Greg White has got a 117.6. Bones has got a 117.9. I don't know what cars they're in. Let's have a quick look. Greg is in the 296. Bones has done it in the 992. Christian has gone a 118.1 in the 296. Wheels has done a 118.3 in the 458. We're getting a mix of cars. I'm just behind Wheels, so I need to go a little bit faster just to try and get back into the top three. Grenster is just off the back of me. Ollie in that M6, he's going to go quicker, I know. So I don't know where we are global ranking. 646, so dropping quite a fair bit at the moment, but that is to be expected. Yeah, let's see how we go. Entry period's over, so we're going to have to come right out. Ah, 9 minutes before we can go. So go back into qualifying time trial, then we've got 10 minutes. You guys might need to shout at me if I don't pick it up. And then we might do one race before we call it a day. Go settings, let's just put Greg on to chase. Remember not to do GR4 braking points. Just be a little bit careful on the acceleration. Probably the best I've exited that corner yet. Confidence out of that one. Might be a penalty there. No, looks like we got away with it. Oh, it's almost blue. Right. Oh dear, 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 dear. Yeah, not so good when I've got traction control off. I'll probably need to run traction control off when I'm qualifying, or not qualifying, time trialing, but in the race I need it on. So let's just go back to it on just for the moment. Okay, we should be able to get in the race soon. I have used a data logger occasionally, but I'm not going to lie, I actually prefer the telemetry racing one where I can grab a lap of somebody else and overlay it in as I was before. But I do like the data logger with the being able to see the lines that people take. Hello, Ozzy! Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! How are you? Sorry for shouting. Getting too excited. I've just seen another purple come in. 118.1. There could be a 117 here, you know, in this car. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Had my tooth ripped out on Friday, so a little bit sore at the moment, but better than I have been in a long time. Oh, a bit of a slide there. Full-blown operating theatre job, mate. Full-blown operating theatre. Didn't feel a thing. And I was awake for it. The dental surgeon was absolutely incredible. And I've had some real dodgy dentists over the years. He was incredible, I tell you. Absolutely brilliant. So what a 117. Trouble is now I'm trying for it, I won't get it. I need to relax a little bit. Relax, Mitchell. Relax and it will come. Another 118. Just relax a little bit, Mitch. Go with the flow. Not going to happen this time. We're close though, 118, 131, so that's not bad. And we've been running this for an hour and a quarter, just great chasing Greg. Another 118, 3. So I can be pretty constant in this car. Constant, consistent is the word I'm looking for. And consistency is going to be key. Don't forget to breathe, Mitch. A bit rubbish. I'm wondering whether I've hit my time. 118 is going to be the best I think I'm going to be able to get. Let me just open up the window because it's getting awfully warm in here. So let's see. Oh, well. So where are we? Oh, in the full scheme of things. Oh, we're third again. Yes, we jumped Wills and Christian. Oh, but look at that. I've got to get into the 117s to try and get close to Bones and Greg White. Greg, I think you should try the well, I don't know what the Genesis is like in the race, so I'm not going to say anything yet. May well find that the Genesis is going to chew its tyres up massively, so I could be in a lot of trouble. I could be in a lot of bother. Hello, God. I'm just going to have a paracetamol before I start racing. Bear with me a second. Bear with me a moment. It's just while I'm talking, it's just beginning to hurt a little bit. Right, did you see my new model? Been after that one for a long time. I finally managed to pick one up. Really pleased. The one and only proper rally car that I've got as a model. All right, let's go and chase that 17 qualifying time trial, and we might get one race in. At the moment, I am not resting between, so that is going to be my big issue, is whether I am going to be able to concentrate and my body is going to handle the 13 laps. I'm okay in the shorter races and then having a break between. A few weeks ago when I did the daily race C, it was just too much and I was just hurting afterwards, so let's see how we go with this one. It's a short lap, isn't it? It's not huge, so oh, I'm glad not to be racing with toothache, I can tell you that. That has been a pain in the neck. But I did talk to Joe because I think, I can't remember who it was. Was it Orby? that said about getting a bucket seat with a harness because I move around a lot, and she said, yeah, I have noticed when I watch your streams how much you move around in your seat. And of course, you know, that's not going to be helping my back at all. So that's maybe something I might need to think about. Whoa! Oh, that was a bit horrible. Let's do a retry. That's because I wasn't concentrating. A little bit too much curb there. Just upset the car ever so slightly. Need to be a bit smoother on the loud pedal. Come straight in with a 118.4. So you've got to find half a second. It's an awful lot to find. Quite quick enough out of that corner. Need to be just a little bit more confident out that corner. And this one. Oh, so close. No, it's down. Greg, I need a slipstream, mate. Give me a slipstream. Oh, so close. Got to get it in a minute, surely. Oh, no, I think I've gone too deep. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. Wow. Oh, my gosh. We can't quite get to 17, but I think with a little bit, I'll probably manage to get to 17 off stream, which is something I'll go for. Not sure what this really tells me, if I'm honest. Where are we in the rankings? Where's that put me? 433rd. Ooh. Although it's first day, it'll crash. It'll drop an awful lot from there. And oh no, I've been fourth. I've been beaten. Wheels has put in a quicker time. Well done, Wheels. Well done, Wheels. He's got a 117.8. I can't quite break the 117s yet. And Greg's a 117.662. So that Hurricane is looking pretty quick too then. But again, what are these cars going to be like in the race? That is going to be the interesting one. Really don't know how they're going to stand up. Again, the Genesis, I'm really concerned about the tyres. So we'll go with the racing soft tyres to begin with, regardless of where we're starting. And then we will just see how far they go into the race, and then I'll know where I stand. And if I'm starting mid-pack, I'm going to be very careful into the first corner. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, this. Very interesting. We will have to see how we go. Whew. William, I'm going to go with the softs to start with, mate, up here, because I don't know how long they're going to last. In the Genesis, it could well eat the tyres. That's going to be my biggest problem. So I'm going to push the softs as far as I can. Then I'll jump onto the mediums for the rest. And the other thing as well is I haven't done... Oh, no. I really ought to back out of this. I should really back out of this. I am. I'm going to back out of this. I haven't done any practice on the pits. I can't... yeah. No. Let's just cancel the entry. Yes. Oh, I nearly made a massive error there. That was almost a catastrophic error. Because the pit lane here is horrible and I have very little practice in it. And I've just remembered something that Greg said earlier on about the pit lane. Because you've got to get over here. Can you be outside the dotted line? Is it just the main line that you can't do? So in other words, if I come around here and then I sweep in here, is that still legal? I hit the wall. thinking about the pit entry out rather than this. So off the corner, get it over. Oh, that's better. That's a little bit better. I've got to carry more speed into there. So if we go third gear, up and over the top. Once you get to the edge of that curb, get it over. Whoa! Just the full line is where I've got to be careful. Okay, Greg. There are a lot of people getting pit entry penalties today. You've missed yours twice today. Yeah, trouble is I don't want to do that if I'm running my softs to the very last minute. Especially if the tyres are going to chew on this Genesis. So I need to make sure that I've got this nailed. So up the top. Just over the top. That is a good point though, is pit one lap earlier than you need to maybe, just to be safe, because if you do cover that line on the way in, like I've just done there, you can then go out and around. But it does come up on you pretty tight, doesn't it? Okay, all right. I'm going to be slow into the pit, so it's going to hurt me. I know it's going to hurt. But guys, if you are doing this, please make sure you do some pit entry checks, because it is really horrible. Really horrible. Select from garage. We'll do a time trial. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get a race in. Oh, we might do a race and just go a bit over time. Ooh. Cold tyres, cold track, whatever. Oh, this seems a bit darker than earlier on. Ooh. Yeah, those lights are on. A little bit slippery, these tyres. Hello, Dustman. I'm only 2/10 off of Roy Alexander's time. Are you joking me? Are you kidding me? Right, let's settle that time down. And then if we're close to going quicker, we'll go around. If we do something like that, we'll come in for a pit stop. Ugh. Oh, crikey. It's a bit all over the place, that is. I think I've just got overexcited by that comment that's just come up there. He's done a 1:17.8. Wow. So there's some pretty quick people in PSR then this week. These tyres are dirty. It's just not going to turn right now. Oh, the alien still has to set his time. Aye, he does. Be interesting to see what time Jack does actually set. That's good to hear. The PSR tags all over the top split. There are some very quick guys at PSR now. I remember when a lot of people joined us and they were sort of like, you know, at the back of our grids and middle of our grids, and how they've improved is fantastic to watch and see. Must admit, I am starting to get a little bit tired now. No. Not enough. $118.1. How could I be so close without actually getting a 117? It's so annoying. Come on. Come on! Just hesitated over that corner. They are very small margins, aren't they? to minus again. Entries open. Thanks, Gr.x. Come on. Just find a little bit more through this last corner. Sometimes I've got to find a lot. Too much. Go on, really push it. Really push it. Too deep. Oh, so infuriating. Look at that. A 218.3, 218.1, 218.2, 218.1, 218.1. No, just the tiniest little bit. That's all I need. The tiniest margin. It's just like, just getting through one corner slightly better. But, oh, my optimal is a 117.877. It was that first sector that let me down in that number 9. Oh, man, alive. Oh. Wow. Let me just check my email and make sure that I okay for the moment. Bear with me just a moment. All right, we're okay for the moment. I'll make a little bit of time up a bit later. We've got 11 minutes and then the race, so I'm going to be a bit half hour over, but never mind. Let's just see if we can do one race, or should I take a break now? Oh, I don't know whether to come back and try and start at 8 and do a race at 8, or whether I should try and do one now. Oh, such a difficult decision. I'm just so eager to see how this car does in the race on tyres. Yeah. There it is, my friends. There it is. And we're not in the OP car. Whew! Persistence does definitely pay off, my friend. Hard work. Just keep on plugging away. Analyze every single corner, every single lap. And what I tend to try and do is every lap I think about a different corner that I want to work hard on. And to see if I can improve on that corner next lap, get that one sorted, and then pick another corner and just see what we can do. Oh my word. Whew. Wow, where does that put me? I'll just have a look before anybody else decides to set a faster time, because it will tumble. It will tumble. There will be people that will go miles quicker than me. So we will enjoy this while we can. So I'm back to third. So we've managed to jump Bones just by a small amount. We were ahead of Wheels at one point, but he's jumped ahead. So I've got to find another couple of tenths of a second to beat him. But then Ollie will come in and beat me. Grenster's going to come in and go quicker. Jack Kobe will come in. There's so many people to jump in and set laps. But we've broken into the top 400 at the moment, which is incredible. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. And it might not be the right car to be in, but I'm enjoying this car. Now the big question remains. The big question remains: is this car competitive in a race, or are the tyres just going to completely burn out? That is my worry. That is going to be my worry. Because what we've got, racing softs and racing mediums, haven't we? Yeah. That's going to be my worry, I'm afraid. See you later, Daz. Thank you for popping on. William says only an extra 2 tenths gets him into the top 250. I do think, though, that these lap times are going to change a lot over the next few days, if I'm honest. I think that they will change quite a fair bit. So a lot of people are going to get faster and faster and faster. And I think some people are possibly going to change cars as well, as they find different cars that suit them better. So I will just be doing the one race today. And then I probably won't be on until 9 o'clock tonight, because I will have an extra half hour of work to catch up on. At the end of the afternoon. Just really relaxing at the moment. And that'll be the one thing, is staying away from the penalties. I am going to be slow on the pit in. I am going to give away a lot of time through there initially. I need to build confidence on the pit stopping, the pit in. That is going to be one of the key things. Right, so we're only starting in 6th. We've got quite a fair way to go. I don't really know many of these people. Oh dear, dive bomber 56 sounds a bit ominous. Game it down. Thank you for dropping a like, my friend. Yeah, it's not too bad. It feels a little bit sore, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. And yeah, right. Got to go quiet. Going to need to concentrate. Oh, it's a lot of 911, 3 911s, 296, another 911, sort of 911s and 296s in this one. Like I said, haven't got the foggiest idea how the tyres are going to last in this. It could be an absolute, complete and utter disaster. I really, 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 really do not know. Really do not know. Oh. Got a long way to go, Mitch. Don't risk it into the first few corners. Oh. Hope he doesn't think that was me that clobbered him. Hello Darren, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Unfortunately I can't talk because I am completely concentrating on this one now. Always I say that, I've just gone deep into that corner. Don't look at the chat, Mitch. Greg says lap 6 or 7 depending on tyres. Greg, you're my race engineer. Tell me what to do. Roger. Roger. Well, I want to get out in a gap. Let's warm these tyres up. How much slower these tyres are going to be. Has Casper pitted? I know Wizard has, but I know Robin has. I'm just not sure about Casper. But let's just concentrate on what we're doing. That was a big wobble. Lost a load of time there. Still a long way to go yet. Trying to keep Casper to about 3 seconds, if at all possible. Slow out of there, very slow. As usual with these longer races, mistakes are creeping in. Casper is on a flyer. And I believe he's on the quicker tyres. Get top 3 here, I'll be glad. Wizard's got through. .7, a second behind. He's going to have a slipstream. It's going to be a tough old last lap. Gotta push. Why is it always the Germans that push you into a corner? I'm happy with second. That's fine. You can have to push the pass, my friend. I don't mind. Second is brilliant. Brilliant for me. What a race. Really happy with second. Oh. I feel like saying thanks for the push. But yeah, well, we'll let that go. We're not going to say anything. We'll let it go. And yeah, a bit of a push to pass that one. It just pushed me a little bit wide. And there we go. I'm happy with that. Oh, absolutely ecstatic. Considering where we started. It's a shame we didn't get the win, but... And we do know that those tyres are going to last. We do know that those tyres will last, which is good. Oh, shake! There's a beetle in there, Gr.x. In 7th. Four positions raised. Wow, there was a bit of luck with a couple of cars that went off. Why has my S gone down? Why has my S rating gone down? I didn't hit anybody or push anybody. What's all that about? What is all that about? So 788 improvement on the DR for that race, one race. And I have got to go back to work. So, oh, William got a P2. Well done, my friend. Well done, well done. So if I can, I'll get on at 8 o'clock this evening. But the chances are that we will probably run until trouble is I don't want to go past 11. I'm finding that if I race between 11 and 12, I'm getting excessively tired in the next day. So I'm going to see if I can get on at 8. If not, we'll be back. Oh, don't think I can do tomorrow because I've got the builder here. Probably Wednesday might be the next time that I can do some more of these. It would be nice to do a few more, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We shall see. Thank you ever so much for everybody that has watched and liked the stream this afternoon. Thank you for Darren Turner for subscribing and for Anox for subscribing yesterday. Thank you very, very much. It's very much appreciated. And I will see you no later than 9 o'clock this evening, where we'll be doing some lobby races, maybe 8, depending on how I am feeling. For now, I must fly. I will catch you a little later. Bye-bye.